Hey there, this is Frank with Electric Wheelchair Parts. I was wanting to talk to you about Hoveround wheelchairs and repair, diagnostic and repair. Um, Hoveround's got the MPV4, MPV5 techniques. Techniques are their larger machines. Anyway, the majority of them are the MPV4s and 5s. 5s are the newest ones, obviously. Anyway, um, the joystick controllers on a Hoveround are what we call integrated controls. They're VSI controls. This is the older VSI. This is for the Hoveround MPV4 and 5, some of the earlier ones. This is the new VSI controller. They're slightly different looking. Um, uh, this is the newest one. The newest one has 3 plugs at the end of the joystick cord. The older one has, I believe it's 8 or 9, 8 spade connections at the end of the joystick cord. Um, these terminate into the junction box that's underneath your seat that looks like this. These 2 areas here is where the batteries plug in, and then to access the connections, you go in with the screwdriver. There's 2 screws right here and 1 right here. You undo the screws, you pull it up, and then the terminal connections are here, and you simply pull them up directly straight and pull them out. And try not to grab them by the wire. Try to grab them by the plug itself, and that way you'll avoid damaging the wire or pulling it out of the plug, and that's a whole another bag of worms that you don't want to get into. But so that's how you remove that, and obviously this is a lot easier. It's just 3 connections. You press down on a little tab here and then pull it out, and same thing with here. There's a little tab that goes through here. Press down on it with your thumb and you pull it out. So any regard, if you're having a problem with your wheelchair, it's probably a joystick, some sort of joystick issue, joystick fault, joystick trip, and I'll go over the basic ones with you. On the well, these are for the older models, which are the majority out there right now. The bar that I'm talking about is the top bar. That's your battery indicator bar. Okay, and there are about eight different types of trips, right? Okay, the first one is just 1 bar. It's a red bar, and it's a red LED light, and it's on the very left side, and it just flashes. That means low battery voltage usually. The 2 or 3 LEDs flashing, that would indicate something wrong with your left motor, either disconnected or something wrong with it. 4 or 5 flashing LEDs would be the right motor or something wrong with the right side. 6 would be that your charger's plugged in, and that's a safety feature. It's letting you know that your charger's plugged in, and the computer on your joystick is not going to let your machine move while the charger's plugged in. It's a safety feature. 7, joystick trip. On occasion, not very often, but on occasion, you might ram into a table or something with your joystick inductive here, the thing that moves around, and this will get thrown out of whack, and it's off center or it's broken on the inside, and that would be 7 LEDs flashing. 8 is the bad one. That I believe is everything in 1 green light. Okay, so if you have everything in 1 green light, and unfortunately this is the most common sort of joystick fault code, that is a system control trip, and that usually means a bad circuit board or something got fried in there somehow. Sometimes happens when your batteries go dead. Sometimes it happens out of age, and sometimes it happens who knows why. But that's unfortunately the most common one. If you have 9, which would be 2 green LEDs in there, that indicates some sort of brake trip. Could be something wrong with your solenoid brakes. They're in the motors, and that's really that. But having said all that, unfortunately you can't really count on the fault codes that you get in your joystick, because your joystick is a computer, and I'm sure, as you all know, unfortunately, computers sometimes, when they're messed up, they do weird things, and they're not super logical. You know, sometimes your phone does weird stuff too. What I'm saying is that you cannot solely go by the fault codes in your joystick. That would be nice. That would make my life really easy, but 50% of the time those codes don't mean anything. It's just something's messed up on your joystick, and it's throwing out that code, and it's not even that as a problem. But we can figure it out. If you want to send the joystick to us, we can diagnose it for you. Diagnostics are $49. At $49 to go towards any repair that we might do on your joystick. We of course give you a call and let you know what's going on with it, and it's your decision, whatever you want to do. But you can call us anytime, 9 to 5 Mountain Time, and the number is 800-717-1252. The number's down below, so it's right there. That's 800-717-1252. My name is Frank, and it's electric wheelchair parts and repair. Done a lot of these, and we can help you. If you just have a question, you know, your wheelchair is doing something other than what we just talked about, give me a call. We talk about it. I can try to put you in the right direction. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and have a great day.